Hi, I am going to be doing an analysis on the relationships in the movie Incredibles 2. The first people we need to introduce in beginning this is the Parr family, also known as the Incredibles. We have Bob and Helen, who are husband and wife. Bob is Mr. Incredible, Helen is Elastigirl. We have their 3 children, Violet, Dash, and Jack Jack. And then over here we have the Dever siblings. We have Winston and Evelyn. We also have the screenslaver, who is Evelyn. This film is set in the 60s as futuristic. It is how in the 60s they thought the 60s would be. It's also set in a city called Metroville, which is a fictional city, but it is believed to be in the United States. The key emotional element in this movie is hope. A quick summary of the movie is that the Dever siblings would like to help the superheroes become legal again, because currently in this story, the superheroes are illegal. Well, their first plan is to get Elastigirl, Helen, to go out and prove to the world that superheroes are not just destructive, that they can do things in a good manner and without destroying everything and still save people. With this new job that Helen is given by the Dever siblings, Bob, Mr. Incredible, is left to be the mom of the house. He becomes stay-at-home mom, and he has to deal with homework, the baby, drama of boyfriends, leaving him just as confused as Helen on how to stop the screenslaver. So as they are attempting to make superheroes legal again, they find out that Evelyn is the screenslaver who is trying to give superheroes a bad name throughout the whole movie. Because Evelyn does not want the superheroes legal again. And this is because their father was shot by a robber. Now, he was a wealthy man. He had a safe room in his house, but instead of going to the safe room with his wife, he decided to call the superheroes. They had just been made illegal and did not answer the phone, making it so that the robbers shot him. Well, Evelyn held a grudge. She did not forgive. She chose to let this fester within her, making her essentially evil, and she cooks up this new identity of screenslaver, who is trying to give the superheroes a bad name and keep them illegal forever. So some of the relationships I want to focus on are Bob and Helen's, the screenslaver with Winston, and the screenslaver with Helen. So first we're going to do Bob and Helen. So first we have Bob and Helen, who are not communicating throughout the whole thing. Bob does not even tell Helen that Jack Jack, their youngest, has super powers. He also is not telling his true feelings about how he is jealous that she gets to be out doing that while he has to stay home at being a mom. Next we go to the siblings. We have Winston and screenslaver, who is Evelyn. He just doesn't know it. There we have deception, because Evelyn is telling her brother that she would like to help him make superheroes legal again. She is second in command of DevTech company, but she is lying to her brother, and she is not telling him the truth of who she is and what her main motive is in the whole movie. Next we have Helen and screenslaver. Now this is just the classic bad guy, good guy relationship. Helen, or Elastigirl, is trying to defeat screenslaver, and screenslaver has her her whole plan to keep them illegal and, well, Elastigirl is trying to stop that. So in these relationships, I just want to talk about some things that they can do to, first off, not put themselves in these bad relationships, and second, to better their relationships in the future. So let's go to Bob and Helen. And if we look at this as a whole family, the Parr family really just needs the basics, the relationship 101, which is respect, repair, hold, appreciation, and honest and accepting. If Bob had been telling Helen from the very beginning his honest feelings about her going out and him not being able to, they could have communicated better, and they could have both been happy doing what they were doing, or at least understanding each other about what they were doing. Next, they could have been trying to repair the mistakes that were made. The mistakes of Bob hurting Helen's feelings with letting her know that he wanted to go out and save the day and didn't want to stay at home, and that staying at home was not a good job. So they need to work on their repairing of their relationship. Next, we have Screenslaver and all of her relationships with her brother and with Helen, with the world, just Screenslaver in general. She does not forgive. She has let forgiveness elude her. And because of this, because of holding this grudge against superheroes, or against robbers really, because the robbers are the one that she is angry out, but she's taking it out on the superheroes, she is mistaken love for revenge. Instead of loving her dad's memory, she's trying to get revenge, and because of that, it is destroying all of her relationships, even with her brother. She can't even see, but she has no relationship with her brother. So just remembering that there is a difference between love and revenge. And ultimately, if you would just forgive, you would see that the love can emanate you and can be shared, and that your relationships can be bettered. Thank you.